Since 1984, the Jets and Giants have been sharing the same playing field here at the Meadowlands Sports Complex. Although it lacks many modern amenities, it still has its charm. And this season is officially underway. They get him at the 19. They'll start this drive at the 19. Throws it. There for the reception.
This is going to be close. Did he come up with it? And it is a good catch.
About as close as you can get right there. A shoelace, maybe just one cleat down. That's all it takes in this game.
Short throw to the left.
Yeah, he put a little too much on that pass and forced the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
Here's the halfback. And he makes it out to about the 34-yard line before he's hit and dropped. Passes the ball. Houston gets the pick. And he's got plenty of room to run. To the 10. Touchdown, New York.
You know, it's bad enough offensively to throw an interception, but you can't let the guy run down the field for a touchdown. You have to turn into a defensive player at that point. They did not make that transition.
New York up 7 points. Hit and dropped at the 24-yard line.
This offense will have to quickly forget their misfortune and try to turn it around on this series.
They'll give it off here. That's 4 yards on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Let's go.
Dumps it out right.
Yeah, I like going with the play-action pass in that situation. They caught the defense cheating a little bit, completed it for a good pickup.
Short pass to his left. The stop was made by Marlon Jackson.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
There for the catch.
Good job by the offense that time. Really nothing there down the field. He just takes a little completion and keeps moving the ball.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
Tom, that was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
Short throw. He's knocked out at the 29.
You know, really the best quarterbacks are almost magicians out there on the field. A little sleight of hand, little make you look here and think you see something you don't really see, and then they burn you on the back end.
They give it to the tailback. He doesn't get back to the line.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that eighth man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage. Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
Throws short.
Tackle was made by Adam.
Nice stop by the defense on that third down pass, and that's exactly what you want to do. Keep the play in front of you, come up, make the tackle, no first down.
And it's good.
Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Taken at the 5. He makes it back to the 25.
They'll start at the 25. It's 1st and 10. Passes it out. He's there for the catch.
The stop was made by Delmas.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice game.
And he's hit as he throws. Gibson picks up 2 yards with that grab. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 50. Throws it short.
Jamarcus Russell sure is looking confident throwing the football right now, and that's good to see because if he struggles, typically it's with his accuracy.
Passes on the move. Stiff arms, and he's brought down.
Jamarcus Russell is not really known for his accuracy, but boy, he sure is getting the job done on this series.
They hand it off. We'll get our first flag of the game. And I have a feeling this one's coming back.
Holding offense. Repeat, first down.
First down now. They'll be looking for 6 points here. They give it to the tailback. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. A pickup of 4. That brings up 2nd down. Give to the tailback. Passes it. Hasn't missed yet on this drive.
Well, obviously that play was designed to pick up a lot more yardage than that, so give the defense credit for at least stopping them from getting a first down.
And it's good.
Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary.
This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks last possession bogged down after starting off so well. They marched right down the field, but then had to settle for 3.
Hands it to the back.
Gordon makes the tackle.
Boy, anytime this back gets a chance to see things develop in front of him and get a little momentum going, he is so effective.
Everybody
that time the
calm down.
lane was there, he shot right through there and picked up a big first down.
The pass is away. Adams was there on the tackle. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Ayers makes the tackle.
Collins picks up 5 yards with the carry. And they got him.
Hampman has sack number 1 of the season.
Short throw to the left.
Houston is there on the tackle.
Pretty good effort that time, but on 3rd and very long, sometimes tough to pick up that first down.
Down in the end zone for a touchback.
The Jets offense has to be a little disappointed with how that last drive ended, to move the ball that effectively and only come away with 3 points.
Tackle was made by Kruger.
And Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
They go with the toss.
From their own 23-yard line. Hit as he let go of the ball.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Percy Harvin is the deep man awaiting the return. Takes it back to around the 40. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. With the misdirection, Aaron Campman was there to bring him down. Maybe got a couple of yards, but that's about it.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that. Just keeps the ball moving down the field, 6-yard gain, and a little progress.
Throws it out. Cedric Ellis
Makes the tackle.
Receivers who can make plays like that on third down tend to have nice, long careers.
Here's the pass.
Reed was there on the tackle.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. It's so hard to defend.
He does a good job to hang on to the ball. They'll get 9 yards on the play, so that'll make it second down. He fights forward to about the 13 before he is caught and tackled. They'll keep it on the ground again. Collins gains about 4 yards on the play. This is the 8th play of this drive. Collins off the left side.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
He rolls out to the right. Sacked. Cedric Ellis gets his first sack of the season. And he makes it.
Here's your sprint drive summary.
So after that kick, the score is now the Seattle Seahawks 6, the New York Jets 10. Moore fields it at the 1. He makes it to the 23-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3-and-out. Up the middle. He didn't get back to the line.
For me, there's nothing more impressive in football than to see a cover quarterback able to come up and make the stops on the run. That's a complete football player.
Comes down with it.
Just a simple throw and catch for a gain of 6. That's just the kind of passing play this offense is built around.
He'll get it again.
Did he get there? We'll have a measurement. The measurement shows us they're just inches away.
The Jets line up to punt. Percy Harvin awaiting the return. Harvin fields it at the 24.
The Seahawks had some success on that last series, putting up 3 points, but now they're going to want to take it to another level with a touchdown.
Collins on the inside handoff. A pickup of 4. That'll bring up second down.
Ayers tackles him for a loss at the 28.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want. But ultimately, this game comes down to one big man against another big man. And that time, the defense's big men, they won the battle.
After the sack, it's now 4th and long. Zibikowski is the return man. It appears that we have a flag on the play. This one might be on the offense. Here's the call.
First down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. He rolls right. Ike Taylor was defending on the play.
Second down.
Under heavy pressure, Sidbury comes away with a sack. Sidbury records his first sack of the season. Makes the short throw. Makes the catch, and he is dropped.
The Seahawks did a good job forcing a 3 and out. Anytime a defense can come up with 3 solid plays in a row like that, you know they are right on schedule.
2 minutes left in the half. Harvin fields it at the 38. The defense played exceptionally well the last time this offense had the ball. This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call. First and 15 now following the penalty. Dumps it out right. Hardy can't hang on to the ball.
I wish a few more of my fumbles would have bounced out of bounds. What a lucky break that was.
Throws it right through his hands. He almost had the pick. Ed Reed had the coverage on the play. Dumps it out left. Berry now has 5 catches. 3rd down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. Gets the ball away. Houston bats it down. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
He's got it. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Brought down at the 29-yard line. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. Russell hands it left, and he makes it out to about the 31-yard line. He hasn't had a good first half at all. Just can't seem to get through this defense. He'll get it again. Gains his way to the 40-yard line.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
And they'll run him again. Tribble is there to bring him down. They gain 5 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Pass pass is complete. Did he get there? We'll have a measurement. They're just inches short.
Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert.
Gets the pass away. Vincent Jackson makes his first reception of the game. Here's the give. Tackle was made by Tribble. A pickup of about 7. That brings up second down.
They'll need about 3 yards here on second down.
Russell fumbles it. New York will maintain possession. The defense makes something happen to force the game's first turnover. He's got it. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary.
And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
Instead of putting it in the air, he'll squib it.
Parker fields it at the 27. They'll take over at the 40. I'm guessing he'll throw this one as far as he can and hope for a miracle. Here's the throw. And he is able to hold on to it.
We'll take you to the studio now for halftime.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Let's catch up on what's happening on the scoreboards. Here's a look at the first half stats. The number of plays run in the first half favored Seattle. New York leads it by 4. Now let's take a look at some of the top plays from the first half of your game.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to the Meadowlands.
He'll return it from the 6.
He makes it out to the 30-yard line.
The Jets will begin this drive at the 30.
Hands it to the back. The stop was made by Vandenbach.
Ouch. You take too many shots like that as a running back, you start peeking around a little bit before you get that football.
Passes. And he's dropped as soon as he makes the catch.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
A 5-yard gain. That'll bring up second down. They'll keep it on the ground again. Sheds one tackler.
Not sure if he reached it. They'll measure.
You going through the shoe? There you start that. That's you. It's a big one now. It's a big one.
It was enough to move the chains.
The defense took their shot there. They took a guess. It wasn't right. Let's just mark that one up as a win for the offense.
Short pass. Cuts back, and he's dropped.
The Jets are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
Gives it off. It came loose. Referee's going to have to dig to the bottom of this pile to see who came away with it. Sidbury gets his hand on it and scoops it up. The Seahawks fought for it and came away with possession.
Great job fighting for the ball at the bottom of that pile. It's hard to imagine anybody's going to wrestle the ball away from him.
Here's the halfback.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
Gets the pass off.
If you're going to try and stop a tight end from catching those types of balls, you have to get physical with him at the line of scrimmage. If you give him free releases, he's going to wear you out.
First down now and 10 to go. Tackle was made by Adams. They pick up 2 yards.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
They go with the run, and he's hammered in the backfield.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Got to him just as he released it.
And when you're trying to catch those high, hard ones, you just don't know what's going to happen to your body. I tell you, you haven't lived until you caught one of those and had one of those clowns flip you upside down.
Short pass to his left. The stop was made by Ayers. They'll gain 4 on that pass play.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
Again with the carry. That's a 2-yard gain.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
Gets the pass away. Tackle was made by Adams.
The Seahawks are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
Pitches out to the right. Come on, dog! He's dropped for a loss.
Well, risk-reward, anytime you're talking about running the halfback on a sweep, when you get out there, if you can't get that edge blocked, you take a chance on giving up yardage, and that's exactly what happened there.
Chung was there on the tackle. Hightower went the entire first half without a rush. They finally gave it to him. Passes, end zone, and the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
I had my doubts about that kick.
Yeah, he just squeezed that one in there, didn't he? I'm sure he's going to be exhaling for about the next 30 seconds.
Hit and dropped at the 30. They'll get the ball here at the 30. Here's the halfback. Gains his way to the 39-yard line. That's a good 9-yard gain, and that will bring up second down. Short yardage situation here, second and a yard. Gets the pass out, throws into coverage, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline. to the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Not only was that a tremendous interception, but when he got the ball in his hand, he looked like he knew what to do with it. What a run.
Passes to the end zone. Tips it away. Should they have gone for 2 here, Chris?
No, I think that was the right call. At this point in the ball game, you definitely wanted to try to go for 2. It's about a 50-50 proposition. They know the odds, just didn't get it that time.
Breaks a tackle. We'll see what the offense does to combat their last mistake, which ended with the defense celebrating a touchdown. Looks to pass, and he's sacked. Tribble makes his first sack of the year. Throws it. It's intercepted. To the 20. Not a good decision there to throw that one.
Yeah, that was a mistake, but at least this guy is out there trying to make plays. He's trying to fit in throws. Every once in a while, the defense just makes a play.
He throws right. Makes the catch. Tackle was made by Chris Houston.
You know, that's the kind of pass pattern I used to always love to run, because if the defense is even a little bit lax in their coverage, it's pretty easy to get that one in there.
Collins takes it up the middle. Ellis was there to bring him down. He still can't seem to find any kind of rhythm in his ground game today. Give the defense credit. Passes to his left.
You know, it really wasn't a horrible call that time by the defense, but anytime you have to try and stop an offense like this in those medium yardage situations, you really have to come up in the coverage. Well, if you're going to make a living in this league as a running back, you're going to have to make somebody miss at some point, and that was a big somebody in the backfield that time, able to escape and stuck it in for the touchdown.
Throws it short. And the defense holds. Was it the right call to try to pass it there?
Yeah, I really do think that throwing the football in that situation is a much better option. You know how hard it is to try and run the ball in short yardage situations. You got to put the ball in the quarterback's hands. They just didn't get it done.
The Jets turned the ball over on an interception their last time out. Throws it short. Brings it in. 6-yard gain through the air on that play. So second down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first. The halfback with the carry. He gets to about the 47-yard line before he gets taken down.
Caught the defense a little by surprise that time. They were looking for pass that time all the way. They go with the halfback delay and pick up a big first down.
And they'll run him again. And he makes it out to about the 44-yard line before several defenders bring him down. Russell gives it up the middle. Brought down behind the line.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
The score is 24-13. Seahawks. The Jets start this final quarter with the ball. They'll be looking for a quick score. He throws left. Leaping catch.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
Delmas makes the tackle.
Jamarcus Russell is really feeling it right now. He's got the hot hand, and normally he's not a guy that's going to hit a bunch of passes in a row, but he's hot right now.
He fights forward to around the 16 before he's dropped. That's a 2-yard gain. That brings up second down.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
He throws short. Tip pass. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Gets to the 21. They'll start this drive at the 21. 1st down, 10 to go. Passes the ball. Makes a cut. And he will be hit and dropped.
Buried with his 8th reception.
Collins gets it on the pitch. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
A lot of defensive coordinators really believe in trying to take away the inside gaps and force the back to bounce to the outside, believing that in this league, in this day and age, there's too much speed to really be effective going outside.
Give to the tailback.
Yeah, you know, Tom, I really do like that one.
Nobody else
You're
can make it. You make
giving
the
up
play.
a chance, I guess, for a 1st down, that you probably have a bigger chance in that situation to turn the football over. So just turn around, hand it off, and he nearly broke it out of there.
He drops it. They'll pile up for it.
So we gonna take
The
it
Jets
away.
maintain control of the football. 1st and 10. Ball on the 14. Here's the fullback. Tackle was made by Tribble. You would think they would be looking to conserve time right now.
Yeah, somebody may want to go over and whisper in the head coach's ear that, hey, coach, we are still behind here.
Passes it out.
Let's
Broken
get that
up.
swag.
Vincent Jackson
Let's
was
get
the
that swag.
intended receiver. Pretty obvious passing down here. The offense facing a 3rd and long situation that they need to convert. Passes it. Ike Taylor was there on the tackle.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the 1st down.
Dumps it out left. The stop was made by Ike Taylor. Gibson
Makes his 3rd grab.
The pass is away. Wood drops it at the 46-yard line.
The Jets are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd 1st down.
On the ground with a tailback. They need to do a better job of managing the clock here.
Yeah, I guess they're thinking we don't want to completely abandon the running game at this point, but at some point you have to start putting a few points on that scoreboard.
This play call really didn't make much sense.
No, at this point in the game, when you know that not only is the defense working against you, but so is the clock, a run call here probably is not a very good idea.
Gibson
Now with 4 catches in the game.
He throws right.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass, open it up down the field.
1st down now and 10 to go. The pocket is collapsing. He makes another reception on the drive.
This defense is going to have to make a shift. That's catch number 3 on this drive. So now we know who the playmaker is. How do we take him away?
Hit and drop behind the line.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go. And they really forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
Russell will be sacked. Kyle Vanden Bosch gets to the quarterback for the first time this year. He's got it. Here's your sprint drive summary. So after that kick, the score is now the New York Jets 19, the Seahawks 24. Hit and dropped at the 23. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. Feeds it to the back. Ed Reed makes the tackle. Collins gains around 6 yards on the run. Second and 4 now. There are 2 minutes to go in this football game. He gets another carry. This is close. They'll bring out the chains.
They're sticking it out.
It was up there.
And he did get the first down.
The NFL has become such a passing league. I think that run almost caught them off guard a little bit. Nicely done.
The Jets take a timeout, and that was their first timeout. Handoff up the middle. New York takes the timeout, and now they've only got one remaining. Another run. The stop was made by Ayers. Ayers is playing with some intensity out there. He's been in on 5 tackles so far. Here's the give. He's dropped around the 35-yard line by Butler. Zibikowski is back deep to return the punt. They get him at the 26-yard line. The Jets will start this drive at the 26-yard line. Dumps it out right. Moore is able to make his 4th reception. Throws it out, and it's completed. He's tackled at the 45 by Kruger.
It's tough to pay too much attention to a running back in the passing game because at least half the time they're staying in the block. So when they do slip out, occasionally they can hit you for a big play.
And he caught it.
And running backs who are good receivers are pretty rare. You know, a lot of times those guys, they come out and they're good running the football, but they don't make the kind of plays in the passing game. This guy can clearly do both.
Here's the pass. He hasn't missed a pass on this drive. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
They'll set up, needing 8 for the score. Goes for the end zone. They can't hook up on the pass. Now the offense will be facing third down.
Let's go, get it, baby. Watch it, D. Let's go, fellas. Left. No, stay left.
Short pass to his left. That pass put him over 300 yards for the game. Well, he's certainly done his part, but the rest of the team's going to have to step things up a notch or two.
That'll do it from the Meadowlands. Highlights are coming up.